We ended the last segment with a challenge to the idea that intelligence is just one number. Two theorists pressed that challenge harder than anyone, and their ideas have reshaped how we talk about being smart. The first is Howard Gardner, who proposed the theory of multiple intelligences. Gardner argued that the traditional tests measure maybe 2 or 3 abilities, mostly verbal and mathematical, while ignoring a whole range of others that matter just as much in real life. He identified several distinct intelligences. There's linguistic and logical mathematical, the ones schools love. But there's also musical intelligence, the gift of a composer, spatial intelligence, what a sculptor or pilot relies on, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, the genius of a dancer or surgeon's hands, and 2 personal intelligences, interpersonal, the ability to read and work with other people, and intrapersonal, the ability to understand yourself. Gardner's point was simple but radical. A star athlete who reads the field in a fraction of a second is displaying a real high-level intelligence. It just isn't the kind a paper and pencil test can catch. Critics push back that some of these look more like talents than intelligences, and they're hard to measure. But the theory struck a chord, especially with educators who'd watch bright kids get labeled slow because their gifts didn't fit the test. The second theorist is Robert Sternberg, who offered the triarchic theory of intelligence. Sternberg said intelligence comes in 3 flavors. Analytical intelligence is the academic kind, the problem-solving the test's reward. Creative intelligence is the ability to handle novelty, to invent and imagine. And practical intelligence is the street-smart capacity to adapt to your everyday environment and get things done. This is the one the tests miss almost entirely. Sternberg liked to point out that the person with the highest test score isn't always the one who succeeds in life. Often it's the one with practical intelligence, who knows how to navigate people, read situations, and apply knowledge where it counts. Both theories share a core message. The standard measures, however useful, capture only part of the picture. There's more to being smart than a single score can show. But here's the thing. That single score has been enormously influential, shaping schools, careers, even entire lives. So in the next segment, we'll look at where those numbers come from. How do you actually measure something as slippery as intelligence?